The messy first three quarters and the huge performance in the fourth.
The character, we asked them at halftime to not get discouraged. We thought there was lots of good things in the first half. We just didn't convert. We had good looks. We generated some opportunities. There were patches where we didn't, but there were patches where we did, and we didn't convert. So don't get discouraged. Stay with it, and find a little life. And that's what they did. The third wasn't great, but they won the third, I think, by a point. And obviously held them to 13 in the fourth and 37 in the second half.
They got there for an extended period of time. It seems like he had a big defensive impact for his performance.
Yeah, he was great. He gave us another option to be able to have a versatile defender out there when we switched everything. And, he did a great job.
How do you think you guys handled the double teams on KD, especially, down the stretch there?
Yeah, I thought we grew into it. There was times where it wasn't great, it wasn't smooth, but when it really counted, we kind of cleaned some things up. Without Joe Harris, it's a little different for us. It makes it a little easier for people to double, but our guys, stuck with it. We got our spacing a little bit better. We had a little bit more of a plan to attack it. And in the end, I thought they did a great job with it.
His performance the first three quarters, he was passing on some threes that to get a little closer.
No, I just think sometimes, your rhythm, your energy is different and you want to get to your spots. And so I don't think it was the shoulder.
But when KD is doubled like that, he had the one where they hit him and he just, turned and got the baseline jump off before the double could come. What's kind of the balance between still trying to be aggressive and score and just getting off it?
Yeah. So we just want to move it. So if they're coming down, he gets off it and we can go back to him. And the double's obviously going to have a hard time coming back to the shooter and then back down. So it gives him a crack to go to work or to wait for him to invade the double team. So it gives him a little bit of a layer there where he can pick and choose what he wants to do. Like I said, the character, we asked them at halftime to not get discouraged. And there was a lot of times where we could have folded or we could have thought it's not our night. Things weren't necessarily going our way and they didn't. They stuck with it. And like I said, although we won the third by one, it didn't feel great. It still felt like the mountain was high and they just kept attacking and stuck with it. And I thought there was the character that made the difference.
Right. Steve, I'm sorry that you're late. You probably already
it's okay. But, got all night for you, Greg.
Right. What was your thoughts on Harden and Durant to get their shot in this first week?
Yeah, I thought that we created some really good opportunities, especially to start the game, and we didn't convert. And then I think it allowed them to, kind of load up more and more. They were able to take a few more liberties and to shrink the floor and take away the paint. And, it took us a while to kind of play through that. And it was a struggle for parts of the game to score. But in the end, we kind of figured some things out and I thought our character came through and we became more determined as the game wore on.
Still about James Johnson, especially because he hit the 3-on-1 that he won, and then he's also been
Yeah, I mean, he's an interesting offensive player. He makes some key shots. But what we love about him offensively is his ability to create offense on the second side, his ability to dribble at shooters and make plays, his ability to get to the rim and finish. He's got a real quickness for a guy his size and length. And defensively, he's great. He's combative and physical and long and strong and is able to move his feet. So he gives us versatility like Nick does.
What do you feel like he did to slow down Doncic?
We switched everything. We tried to, they got Patty on him a bunch of times. They had some joy there, but overall, I thought we tried to keep our matchups when we could. We cleaned it up late. We made it crowded and tried to make him convert over top. And I thought that we got, more times than not, we were disciplined enough to make the right decision and to stay into him there and not allow him to, to have the buffet, to be able to, get to the paint, get to his left-handed step back, left-sided step back, or spray the ball over the gym. So, I thought the defense picked up and we made better decisions and we also were more combative and competitive. I didn't really ask them because I knew what the answer was. So I kind of had a feel that this was important to give ourselves a chance to get through this. You know, it was one of those nights where they worked hard to stay in it when it wasn't pretty, and you want to give them a chance to overcome. So, you know, in a sense, it was, you know, an opportunity for us to prove that we could kind of tough this one out and get a win.
Better shooting, but I mean, he made a number of plays kind of downstairs. 12 to run, to go ahead, a couple of things. Kind of what does that speak to in terms of
Patty's a winner. You know, he's a clutch player who's experienced and intelligent and brings an incredible spirit to our team. So, you know, it's he makes big shots, but he also makes the hustle plays, makes the right reads, and is conscientious out there, and you can trust him in all sorts of situations. So it's great to have that veteran, intelligent, talented player on our team.
Do you anticipate resting any of the key guys for the Monday Houston?
We'll have to see. We you know, just wrapped this one up, and we'll see how everyone made out throughout the game and discuss it with the staff.
But you do consider, though, this a very different situation, clearly, with Kevin, as opposed to last year.
Yeah. You know, I think there's enough distance from the injury that we feel more confident. At the same time, we don't love it. You know, it's not. You know, we can do all this talk about improving through the year, but there's always the risk with you know, sometimes overburdening him and James as well. So we have to be careful. I'm not sure if tomorrow's the day, but there will be times in the season where we have to be really smart and make difficult decisions. Great. Thanks a lot, everybody.